These coasters?
Yes, they are.
Ooh. Yeah, too hot to handle.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been jamming the tunes actually.
Cool.
I didn't realize actually how fucking diverse you guys' sound is. Cause I'd known about you for a while. I'm gonna get into the story in a second once we start the thing. But I got like the cool dancey vibe, but like I've seen more of the newer stuff and been more like know about you since like 2020.
Yeah.
Too Bad, and then this most recent video, obviously with Chris and stuff. Yeah. And so that's just it's a lot different now. I noticed. And I'm like, man, you guys have developed in a really cool way.
We did. It's kind of like, I think we started with the more poppy sound and upbeat stuff.
Yeah, and there's a lot of chunks in the
Oh yeah, I was big into Police and reggae stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say, who's the Sting fan?
So yeah,
who's the Sting fan? Yeah, dude,
very guilty, but
I fucking love Sting.
But
he's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so we kind of started with that, and then we melded into like doing some more like rock than pop.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Yeah,
we were into that because it was just like everybody like we're such good musicians.
We're good. Yeah, we're good, bro. Go ahead, do the thing, man. We'll fucking rock right on this motherfucker.
All right. You guys ready?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. 3, 2, action.
You talking to me? I'm talking to you, and this is Talking to Me, Talking to You. And I am joined by Room for Zero. Welcome, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out. Seriously, I got all you in the room. I had Chris out last time. We were literally just, you guys sat down, we just got right into it. So I'm like, man, let's get this going. Dude, so I just want to go back to what we were just talking about. So you said that you're a huge fan of like Sting, and that's where probably a lot of inspiration comes from at least a part of your like music.
Probably partially, yeah.
So I got that from the first video. I watched Too Bad with Chris here, and I'm like, man, the turtlenecks, the trench coat, somebody likes fucking Sting here. Or on the other hand, are you a big fan of Freddie Mercury? See, I kind of got that too with the microphone.
I realized, actually, like, as I had resolved that was how I was going to hold my mic in that video, that was totally Freddie Mercury.
You're like, oh.
But it's all right.
That's why it's cool though, man.
Imitate greatness, right?
No, that's not exactly.
Yeah.
No, and we got right into talking about your guys' styles over the years, and like, it's just a really cool evolution of how you guys went from this more poppy kind of chucky, like almost like a lot, like you said, the Police. But I thought like almost like reggae style, like chucks and chords. And it developed into, you said, rock and roll, and now you're at this new wave, like very synth inspired. And also I've noticed that you guys are starting to, the beginning of your songs feel very movie like, you know what I mean? Like you feel like you're kind of watching like the beginning of a film. It's like even like Too Bad. There's this little like synth part that you only hear in the beginning, and it builds you right into the song. It's quick, but it like starts you out right. But it like starts you out right.
That's a big thing that we wanted to do with. We've been kind of demoing out. We've released a couple tracks.
The
last couple of years, but we have a lot of songs that we have demoed out, and we're now very slowly recording.
Okay, I was gonna ask you that because you guys
partially locked down, partially
progressing. That makes a lot of sense because you guys have dropped 2 songs in the last 2 years. One recently in the last 2 years. I really, it's funny. I watched that, and it kind of took me a second to like hear it right. You know what I mean? I'm like, I listened first. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like the video, and then like I listened to it without the visual. I'm like, I listened to it without the visual. I'm like, this song has got some serious depth. And that's riding along with that. It feels like a movie almost. And I feel like you guys are kind of doing that with your videos too. You know, you're really the vibe is. The vibe
key to the song,
like, you know what I mean? It's very unique, and it's obviously demonstrated very well by you guys.
We really soundscape is what I think.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
That's essentially conveying an emotion just through sound, even at the very beginning. And it's funny because some of the stuff's accidental, like because we, like I said, we demoed all these things out and had them for a long time. And in the recording process, there's like a good degree of demo chasing, which which now we're like, anytime we demo something, we're gonna make sure we record it as best as possible in case it stays in. But yeah, there's just sometimes just the subtle things. I'd say that's maybe almost an influence of kind of like like you said, new wave, right? So like there was definitely a lot of experimentation. There was definitely a lot of experimentation.
Yeah,
post-punk 80s underground,
post-punk
80s sound.
I mean, I mostly go to Europe for that. Like, sound like in the 80s, like they really nailed it, I think. And that's I'm a huge fan of it. Like perspectively, like the reason like why I dig it so much is me and Caden here are working on a short film called Moonlight Hour, and it's like a synth, like 80s synth inspired like soundtrack. So we're creating we're having a friend of ours, Dylan Roberts. He's creating an entire like synth soundtrack for people like singing and stuff. So, and we got that from like movies like Good Time, Uncut Gems, like the Safdie brothers. They always use synth like scores in their movies. So that's where I first got the interest, and I was like, old school stuff like Halloween. You know, that's like the first examples of cool synth music.
Well, and with the synthwave stuff, it's cool that there's been such a resurgence of that.
Yeah.
Especially with like Trent Reznor doing a lot more stuff with like scoring, and like it's cool to see that.
What movies has he done recently?
He did the soundtrack for The Social Network, and I didn't know that the first time I watched it. But then when you go back and listen to it,
that's crazy. Holy shit!
And then also he did the Watchmen soundtrack, the show on HBO, not the movie.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now that makes sense. Well, and you got like one-offs like what was the other movie I always talk about? It Follows. I don't know if you guys ever seen it. That soundtrack is like right in that alley, that cool synthy, but it's different emotions. Like a lot of time, like the synth, like new wave music kind of brings like a cool like reminiscent like kind of feeling, you know, a feeling of love in the air, kind of, you know, like bright lights, like colors and shit like that. But that nailed like a very tense and scary kind of version of the synth.
Yeah. It's so much more subtle too.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing what you can do with that array of sound. Like and it really brings it out in your guys' music for sure. So you said you have a bunch of stuff demoed out. So
bunch of stuff.
Are we looking at an album here, boys?
Yeah, ultimately. I mean,
one of these days.
We've got what? We've got what? Like 15 tracks?
I think it's 16 with some
tracks.
Oh wow, that's
so
a full
it's
part.
serious. It's like a 1975 level.
Yeah, like a full
like
length album, baby. People don't do that often.
More than people want.
Well, you guys have been, you know, at a standstill for a while, so I'm assuming it kind of feels good to have that much and just to be able to kind of load the gun and shoot it off, man.
And some of the songs actually, like Always Lonely, which was our last single, that song actually was demoed out way back when we were doing just kind of indie pop and kind of not knowing what we're doing, but trying to do something. Like that song, like was cool. It was. I had a riff, Michael had a riff, and put them together, and it was really cool. And like I sat on it. Like we didn't really develop it or do anything, and it's like awesome, perfect that we did, because like that song needed us to mature and have the capabilities we have now to do it justice.
That's fucking really cool, man. I really enjoyed that you made it all those years ago, which the sound, like you said, you had a different at the time sound, and now it's developed into what it is, and it's like perfect timing. Yeah, that's really cool. So how does like the song, you guys said you thought of like a riff and all that, how does the songwriting process normally work out?
So I drummed when I was like younger and stuff, and when I wanted to do music more seriously, I had song ideas and stuff, and I was like, okay, I could drum or I could sing. I was like, well, I guess we'll sing, right? But I don't really play a melodic instrument, so you know, if I come up with something, it's like a note in my phone, and it's a hum. Maybe I can key it out on a keyboard for somebody, and like, you know, these guys are very good musicians, and can pick up on where my mind is and what I'm saying, and make something out of it. And then Michael too, you know, he comes up with just awesome riffs, and like, you know, probably 9 times out of 10, like it'll match up with something I'm doing, which
that's a cool hip,
which I think is cool, because also you get contrast too. So something that might be a chorus could be something that like I totally came up with, but the verse could be something that Michael totally came up with.
Yeah, so it's like a full thought,
It's really cool. It's a fun process, really. So
that's I mean, that's what it's about too, is like having fun and stuff. I noticed that like in the videos. So you play guitar, but I also know that Chris plays guitar as well. You're not the bassist. You're the drummer. So you guys. And where's you don't play bass, so where's the
That's the kind of the elephant in the room.
But it's cool though. You guys kind of get away with it because I didn't even notice it until
that's the goal.
Until I watched the video probably 3 or 4 times. I'm like, wait a second, Chris, you're not holding a bass guitar. Neither's the other guy.
We have nothing against bassists.
No, yeah. I mean, you guys have bass in your music.
I mean, that's like the
Just always late to practice.
No, we had bassists in our band at different times. A couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
And they were awesome and great. But when our last bassist left, he moved out of town or whatever. We're just like, kind of, what do we do? And we're like, hey, well, it was when we were kind of going in the direction that we were now of like I was saying, not let the idea of the song be limited by what we can perform live. Mm-hmm. That Chris put on his engineering hat. And was like, okay, we can do that. So we track bass and we do stuff, but we still always try to be as like subtle as possible.
Yeah.
So
it's not complicated. So people could just jump in, or you could even run backing tracks. And stuff like
we
that.
never want it to look like we're missing an instrument. So we try to make it look like we're playing everything live, even though we're not necessarily.
Who ends up recording the bass like in the studio?
Usually me.
No, Chris is the magic cat.
He's a heck of a bass player, man.
Sometimes when we play these songs, if there's a song that has more kind of sparse instrumentation, Michael will play guitar. There might be like a subtle guitar track that we play as like a backing track, but then instead of playing that guitar part, I'll play bass because the bass is more noticeable in that track than the other guitar.
That makes sense because there are certain songs that the bass is very prevalent and it's a cool like bass line.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense. That's. I mean, it makes you guys cool and unique. I mean, like. You're without, but you make up for it by being badass musicians. Like you
try.
I want to try. You guys are doing good.
We love it. We love doing
it. And we're film guys, and so like the videos, man, I really enjoy those. Too Bad was like the first like I heard. Okay, so back the story I was gonna tell you. So I'd seen you guys play like I think it was like either 2017 or 2018. I discussed with Chris. It was the first time I've ever seen in-ears. You guys were in-ear monitors, which is what blew my mind at the time. And it was like a completely new thing. And so I thought that was unique and cool. So I remembered you guys for that. And then the music was obviously really cool. I just really I was hanging out with See the Funnies. I was like hanging with those guys. I think you guys put a show with them. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Oh, hey, it's a cool band. Time passes. Then I meet Chris and it kind of reemerged. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah, I've seen these guys years ago, and then like I heard the new song, which was that new wave. So I like I said, got real into it. I think that song first and foremost is kick ass. Is how it's right up my alley, like indie rock, cool new wave sound. I love that shit. I'm a big fan of the Police. I'm a big fan of the Smiths and vocal stuff like that. So I like the vocals a lot. Boom, boom. Now I get here, I see the video, and it just blows my perspective more. Like, oh wow, this is what these guys are doing now. And so watching the video, it really kind of took me away. I was like, how did you guys? Because you guys are using metallic material, metallic material,
aluminum foil,
typically used to wrap burritos and lasagna.
All the colors, like I said, the turtleneck, the suits, it's all really cool and intricate, and it takes me kind of back to this. Like we like to kind of go back in time with our style of film. So so the inspiration is really similar, and I just found that really unique. So, but I kind of wanted to transition into this new one. I don't want to bump you.
You're fine. It's all right.
Might smack you with a stick. You probably did that to him on set, didn't you?
Probably. I probably had it coming, man. It's all good.
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this one, especially. Set the Sand on the Beach is cool as hell, first and foremost. But I liked your soloed out singing. I found that very, very cool. Like the way you guys got this retro, like 80s, like filtered orange kind of look. Look at Chris looking
dapper.
I know, man. Yeah, like that's Like as soon as I was like, okay, this is cool, and then I said, I'm like, oh, money. There's the money. Holy crap! It just put it all together for me.
Yeah.
Because this takes me right to like 1985. Tears for Fears. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, man?
I feel you.
I love that shit.
Yeah, I thought like, you know, the visual here should match the, you know, the musical feel, right?
And so who did this video for you guys? I know Chris said last time you guys did it all self-produced.
It was all us
Another
again.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, it was all us
That's
again.
killer, man.
Big shout out to Chris. He's really coming to his own on
Yeah.
the filmmaking side and videography side of things.
Yeah.
Like Ian edited it all together, so.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, you did so you guys got the perfect little squad, perfectly formed talents, man, in together.
We're picky, so it's like, I'll just do it myself.
Okay, this is cool. That's the first time you guys showed that wide. That's,
Yeah, we
man.
throw that wide in.
So is that smoke? Did you guys put that there? Is that practical or is that effects?
That,
It's all practical.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Even the shutter cut.
That was a
would say-
unintended
Yeah.
consequence.
Oh.
We couldn't get the camera shutter to sync up with
No
the LED light.
way.
Yeah, so it gets,
That's kick
but
ass.
it looks perfect, doesn't it?
What a perfect accident.
So, you know, with the little editing. you know.
Even did you put even the little slide bar, the little shutter bar, that too was in the camera as well, or did you?
Oh, like
Oh, no.
it moving? No, that was edited.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Though it matches that vibe perfectly. I like the white fade. It's a bold move. I like it.
I was a little hesitant on it, but I'm like, I think it works.
It works. Because I mean, going to black, I mean, it would just kind of, it wouldn't have felt right.
Not with the music,
'Cause-
right?
Yeah, and the static is already kind of gave that it's going on. Yeah, that's cool. So where'd you guys do this at? What beach is this at?
It's a very exotic locale. About, I don't know, 10 minutes from here.
Eastport? Oh, I know it well.
Thank you, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, for
Setting it
flooding
up.
the old Batavia mines back in the 60s. And,
Oh, that I didn't know that. That's cool. That's how that
yeah,
formed.
Batavia was a gold mining company.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense for the town the way it is.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There were mines in that area.
Oh, yep. There's the buoy. I see it. I know them buoys.
Yep. This is funny. There was a guy fishing too, and he was like getting in every shot. So he's probably in a couple. I was like, you know what?
Oh man, I gotta.
Oh, man. Uh-huh.
So that I really do enjoy that video. Like I said, man, like the whole style you guys kind of got going on that you've came into, especially these later years. It really is unique from my perspective and very cool. Right up my alley, honestly. It really is.
Cool.
So what?
Soundscape.
So I noticed you guys haven't played many shows, obviously, in recent years. Do you guys plan on getting back out on the road?
We do. You know, when lockdowns were going down, we were kind of like, okay. But even before that, we were kind of trying to focus on recording these demos, and we were going pretty intense at it. And I mean, you know, Aaron has had the drums done for how long?
Yeah, I've been sitting pretty for like 2 years.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're just chilling.
This guy's just he's just.
You're like
I did my
I lost
part.
all my
I don't know what's
chops.
taking so long.
It's a good thing this album's not that intense anymore.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, definitely want to. Definitely do. You know, need to, you know, dust off a little bit and get back at it. But we've done a couple things here and there, but not a lot. We miss it. I think we miss playing. It's a rush, and it's fun to really share intimately and live.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, so we're trying to. We're still trying to focus on getting the stuff recorded and done, because I don't know, like I know these songs so well now, and it's just like kind of weird when I listen to like our demos and our stuff back, and even like in the process of recording, it's like, yeah, I know the song, all the rest, and I'm like, there's people like they've never ever heard these songs, like we're like, we need to get these out.
Oh man, so that's part of like normally that's when like you do an album, it's like, man, we've been working on this album forever, but you guys it's like a special situation, like, well, we didn't know he was gonna have an album, but I guess now we got this entire length's worth of work to try and drop on people. And it's weird because like I bet you have probably newer songs along with a bunch of older songs that never got released from when you were writing before the pandemic. So now you have this like transition of the band
a couple
and an
of
album.
songs too are that we're gonna record for this are re-records of our very first album.
Okay.
Which was just like we felt strongly about those songs. Like they're really good, and like we want to give those the proper attention and love and develop them into like kind of where we are now. So
kind of like Always Lonely, but that one by incident per se.
So like a couple of the songs off the first album were just like, those are good. Like we can do something more with those. So we're excited about that too.
Man, you guys got a lot. I mean, it's really cool to see. I mean, going from being a live band and then like getting shut down and then developing, I would like to say good people, like just pure art. Like you've done the music, but now you're like kind of coming out with. You see this whole style that you guys have, that like kind of you bring. Because I kind of felt that vibe like back in the day when you guys played. I'm like, man, this music has a vibe, and maybe that's kind of what it is too. Like you guys said when you first started playing. You had the songs, you had the music, but you didn't know how to do you didn't have the live show set up. But now you've done the live show, you've been there, done that, but never really had videos. But now you know what I mean. So it's just like this constant steps you guys are taking, and then like I feel like especially in these next few years, you guys are gonna mix it all, and it's gonna be this perfect storm of all that development you guys done over the years, man. It's really cool, man. It's awesome seeing bands go from one point to another. And I don't even know you guys, but I've seen you once, so that's what's cool about it.
Yeah.
That's what's cool. In a weird way, I see back. I'm like, oh, I remember that, but it was different. Well, now it's this, and yeah.
Yeah, we've always wanted to do our best too. I think too. Like even if we didn't have the chops or the tools to do it, like we really, we're trying our darndest, and and that's good. I mean, things have grown, like. And I hope, like, whenever we encounter the sound man, like, we hope they don't think we're, like, super pretentious with our in-ears and all the rest. It's not for pretension.
He's got, like, Chris walk up. Listen, man.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while, so just check this out. I get it. I'll help you. We'll split the dough.
Well, when we were building our live setup, that was one of the things we kept top of mind was like, how do we make this as easy as possible for wherever we're going, so they don't get overwhelmed.
Yeah. We don't want to be that band.
And so with that stuff, I mean, you do mostly like you do pre-setup, like everything's preset. You just hit you have a channel set button. I'm assuming with preset stuff, you just kind of dial in volumes, right? Would that be mostly? Obviously, there's a little bit of.
Yes and no, more or less,
I don't know. It gets way on my road.
No, we don't have time for that.
there's lots.
We'll be here for 3 hours.
In its simplest form, we hand them an Ethernet cable, and if they have the right board,
that's the easiest.
Oh, so then okay, that makes sense. If not, then we got some trouble ahead.
We got workarounds, but that is we definitely want it as easy as possible, sound guys.
Yeah.
And Chris knows, right? Because he does sound, so he's like, I want to,
we're gonna help
empower them, right? Not give them a bunch of crap to deal with.
It's so funny, man, because that job is I feel like it is like the black sheep of the music, community. It's like, it's important. We gotta talk to this sound. Chris, no offense. I'm not trying. I don't know why it's like this. It just is weirdly like this. I didn't make the rules, Chris. I just follow them, man.
Follow them.
But no. I want to thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been awesome having you guys, talking to you guys about your art. It really is cool to me. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you guys, for real. It's been Talking Me Talking You. Thanks for watching.